Hello everyone, and good afternoon and welcome. It is so good to have you here. And so on today's video, I want to talk to you guys about my sessions when it comes to Tantra for couples. I have a few requests here and there asking me what is happening in those sessions, what's going on, what does it look like? And because Tantra is such a vast field and every practitioner has their own unique style that they bring into the session, I want to make a video to explain a little bit about what's happening in my sessions to inspire you and your beloved to consider coming in for one of these beautiful, magical, and intimate experiences. I'm inviting you to come into a place where you get to experience each other in a new perspective, in a new light, with a guidance of somebody who can really take you on a journey of intimate, vulnerable connections, okay? And so my sessions are divided into 3 parts. And so my first part of the opening ritual is a space of connection and vulnerable communication. Something that I find that a lot of couples have is built on resentment for things that have happened many, many years ago that were never expressed, that were never communicated. And for females, especially when female is holding on to resentment, her body begins to shut down and dismiss the desire for sexual and intimate connection. Whereas for men, sexuality is how they get to connect. Most men feel more of that emotional pull and vulnerability through sexuality. And so do you see there is a disconnect when the female pulls back from sexuality because she's not feeling emotionally connected. Meanwhile, the man needs the sexuality to feel emotional connection. And so there is this like cat chasing its own tail without the ability to really come into harmony. And so in my sessions, the first part of our ceremony is really getting to know, where do you guys stand with one another? I take you through a beautiful journey of special questions to help you remember why you love one another. Why did you choose to be together in the first place? And I also open up space to express needs, desires, wants, perhaps some things that you've been really wanting to share, but you didn't know how. And so I really enjoy having exciting conversations, and I hold a beautiful space for both of you to share what is on your hearts, so then your hearts can open. So before we can actually go into physical tantric exercises, you're coming with an open heart, because we cannot do Tantra from the head or from the genitals. Okay, Tantra happens in the heart. And until we get vulnerable and intimate emotionally, we cannot really go there physically. Okay, and so first part of my session is to get you guys nice and juicy and emotionally and heart opened. And so if you don't have any special requests, the second and the third part of my session is where I take you on a hands-on tantric massage tutorial, and I offer you a blueprint of pleasure exploration with your partner. So the pleasure mapping is a practice that allows you to get to know your partner's body in a deeper level. This is a well-held space in which you get to slow down to kiss, caress, and touch every inch of your partner's body to get to know where they get turned on. So many people think they know what turns their partner on without actually having had that vulnerable conversation. Honey, does this feel good? Honey, do you enjoy this? Does this turn you on? Some of these questions that we don't often ask, we just assume. Meanwhile, our partners could have completely different desires that they perhaps don't have the guts to share and vulnerably express. So this is a space where I really hold you to share those things openly and vulnerably. And so in the part of the second and the third hour, we work first on the female, and we ask her to really express her desires, what makes her feel good and where. And so I teach you tantric massage. I teach you how to do a breast massage, a yoni massage. I teach you about the erogenous zones and how to really turn on the goddess, not just the woman, but to awaken and turn on the goddess. Because inside every female is a goddess who is waiting to be awakened, okay? But the awakening of the goddess happens very, very intentionally. And so many men, unfortunately, are unaware of what it really takes to turn a woman on. And so this is a space where we get to explore that with my guidance. And then we get to switch, and then the male partner gets to receive the pleasure mapping practice, where we go through your body and figure out where do you feel really juicy and very yummy. And then I also teach you how to give breast and belly massage for the male, as well as lingam and sacred spot massage. My intention for all these practices is to bring sexuality not just for the sake of sexual gratification, but to turn your sexual experiences into a space of intimate connections, pleasure, and healing. Because my vision ultimately is that our lovers are also our healers. And in this world with so much trauma, wounding, and disconnection, so many people need love and need intentional space to receive sexual healing work. Okay, you can do all the coaching, all the therapist, all the talk therapy work. However, to really get to the nitty-gritty aspects of blending your human self with your spiritual self, sexuality and sexual awakening is where that really takes place from my perspective. And so my tantric rituals are really designed to take you guys on a journey. And once we do tantric massage for both the female and the male, I take you guys through tantric exercises of connections, of loving, of kisses, and whatever else that we feel inspired to. Every ritual is unique because it is guided by you and your beloved's unique desires, wants, and needs. I make sure that I hold space for you guys to stay connected, to stay authentic, and to be open to something new and different. And of course, if you have any special needs or desires, I open the space for you to throw those into the field to see if there is a mutual alignment for such exploration. But ultimately, Tantra is about learning how to connect with one another in a beautiful, soft, slow, sensual ways. It's not about having an orgy. It's not about having sex. It's not about getting drunk or doing drugs and disconnecting. Tantric work is a really profound form of healing, and it takes place on multiple layers. It's not just about the physical experience, because we are working with the mental field. We're connecting to your emotional field, as well as your energetic and your spiritual body. For me now, I actually love the element of tantric sex that takes place beyond the genital penetration. And so many people want to have tantric sex and they wonder, like, what is that all about? In reality, you can't have tantric sex until you understand energetics, until you learn how to penetrate the field without actually physically penetrating it. Okay? And this is where we practice presence, mindfulness, conscious breath, conscious attunement to your partner's moves, breaths, sounds. And so it's a journey and it's an exploration. And it will be my honor and my pleasure to serve you and your beloved on an exploration of this beautiful path. However, if you guys are looking to have a threesome, if you want to have an orgy, please note that authentic professional Tantra providers do not engage in sacred union with strangers, okay? It is not Tantra to have sex with people that you don't know and you don't feel really connected with. And so just keep in mind that there is a lot of escorts that advertise Tantra, but you have to do your homework to see if it really is what you're looking for, okay? And so with this, I am feeling complete. If you guys have any questions, if you would like to experience tantric rituals for couples with me, I am located in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, the beautiful Sunshine State, and it would be my honor to take you and your partner on a beautiful journey. So if you guys are interested, please reach out, and until I see you guys next time, much, much love.